All right, ladies and gents, welcome to this video. My name is Taylor Benter. It is 7:03 p.m. on a Friday. We're going to talk about why people is generally speaking more important than systems. Yes, they're both important, but I'm going to give you some examples of when people are more important than systems and how/when you should know the difference, okay? So this video is being created because recently I had a conversation with somebody in our company where they were thinking that enhancing the system was a better probably pathway than enhancing someone to run the system. Okay, so let's just imagine, I want to give you a couple examples here because this is going to really help you scale your agency and take you to the next level. Look, I'm going to say this too. I made this, it was a terrible mistake. For a long time, I really didn't believe that people was going to make a huge impact. I always thought, as a builder, this was my natural tendency, and I was also very young and naive. But as a builder, I thought I could build some kind of system that would just 10x my agency from like $20,000 a month to $200,000 a month. And it wouldn't require a whole lot of people. Look, maybe in a software company, maybe that's possible. In a service-based company, in an agency that does done-for-you service, like advertising management, which is what we do, absolutely ridiculous. You should never think that because service-based businesses are highly people-oriented, and it's almost impossible to go from like $20,000 to $200,000 per month and not hire anybody unless the client you just signed is worth $180,000 per month, all right? So we have this triangle here which represents a machine, and always what you're trying to do, let's just say that this little triangle is your agency, you're always trying to figure out what is the input that will create the desired output, okay? So this specific conversation I had with somebody in our company, which is a great example. This guy is a builder. He's a brilliant builder, very smart. He's kind of like me in the sense that he thinks he's pretty analytical, systems oriented, I would say. And yeah, he's just a good builder, a good systems thinker. Okay, great. Now, what's hard to recognize as a systems thinker is the importance of people, because you're so stuck in like the machine and optimizing the machine and making the machine run faster that you're kind of missing this element of people. So I had this conversation with him. I said, hey, what do you think the next big thing the one thing is for the next for quarter for Q1 of 2021? And him, naturally, I'm assuming, I believe this is how the conversation went, kind of thought, I think that we need to enhance the system. It didn't actually go this way. I kind of just said, hey, I think the most important thing you should focus on this quarter for given your current situation is to have someone trained on your existing system that you have, because your existing system is good enough. It's a foundational thing. It's a version 1.1 or 1.2. It's great. It's good enough. And if you hire someone or train someone on this system, you'll be able to increase the throughput of the machine much faster than if you were to try to keep enhancing the system. Great. So that's the context here, is that if you have a system that, let's just say, is pretty decent, let's say it's, I don't know, let's say it's a 6 out of 10, all right? And you're thinking, wow, I really want this system to go much faster. Let's just say that this is your agency and it's doing $20,000 per month, okay? And you're thinking, how can I get to $40,000 per month? Now, a systems builder, and this is really a video for systems thinkers, whatever, but it's also for you who isn't a systems thinker to a certain degree. A systems builder will look at this agency, this machine, and say, you know what? I need to build better SOPs. I need to figure out a better cold outbound marketing strategy. I need to build a new automation that can help us optimize our blah, blah, blah faster. I need to build something. Okay, build. That's the word that comes into a systems thinker's mind, is the word build. Great. Now, here's the problem. Generally speaking, when a system is at 6 out of 10, generally speaking, okay, just very generally speaking, if your agency is at $20,000 per month, it's usually not going to be something that you build, like a system that's going to help you get to $40,000 or $50,000 per month. Generally speaking, okay, this is so vague. I need a real example to try to give this to you. But generally speaking, it will be someone that you train and hire. Okay, so people. So people at this point is a better decision if you're doing $20,000 per month and it's pretty much just you and maybe like a VA or something. This is the example I'll give, because you can't do much more. Like, you should know how much MRR or how much projects or how many clients that you can manage. And at a certain point, you realize that, okay, I can't take on more than 3 or 4 clients. And then if you can't take on more than 3 or 4 clients, you might start thinking, but how can I optimize my system so that I could take on, 6 or 7 clients? That's great thinking. You should think like that. As a systems builder, you're constantly trying to figure out how you can optimize the throughput, which is great. And one of the most important metrics you can optimize in an agency is the MRR per AE, which is simply put, how much monthly recurring revenue can one account manager or account executive manage per month, right? So our metric is we're shooting for around $25,000 per month plus. Okay, ideally it would be 35 to 40,000. That'd be amazing if we could get it that high. And there's a few things you can do. You can increase your pricing. You can try to improve your systems so that things run faster. You can try to sign even bigger clients, like complete whales. And there's a few things that you can do. But one of the most important, there's really only 2 if you want to make this very simple. How do you optimize this? Well, you can improve the throughput by improving the systems, which means you're making the efficiency of your whole process better, or you can simply add more people to the machine. And so if your current system runs at $20,000 per month, that's the average standard your current systems allow, you could just continue to add people and every person can manage $20,000 per month, or you can try to increase the system efficiency so that each person can effectively manage $25,000 to $30,000 per month worth of monthly recurring revenue / clients, okay? Now, a systems builder likely doesn't want to look at the people element of the equation. They want to just constantly make this perfect freaking machine that can handle $1 trillion a month and without a single person. And that's how I thought for a long time. It took me a long time to realize that really what allowed us to scale our agency from $25,000 per month to this month doing around $115,000 in revenue with healthy margins, between 28 to 35%. What allowed us to do that was people. Yes, systems are important, but in my opinion, if you have a decent system and you're doing $25,000 per month and you don't have any employees, or $15,000 or $20,000 per month, and you just have like a virtual assistant, but you don't have anybody that can manage clients for you, that's a time where you really need to try to hire a person. Again, it depends on your margins. If you're barely making any money and you barely have any profit coming in, then you probably shouldn't do something like that. But you should try to, if you're doing $20,000 a month and it's just you and a VA, I mean, you should have enough profit to be able to hire someone and not be too worried about it. But this is highly contextual, and I'm trying to generalize an example here. So build a system that's good enough, especially if it's a new system, and then get someone else trained on that system as soon as you possibly can. And you're probably going to start training that person at a point where you may feel like the system's not good enough. That's okay. All right. Get it to 60, 70% good enough, and then, start training someone. And then once you have that person trained, now what happens is you can just actually, that person can start to run that system that you built, make improvements to it, give you recommendations, and you can continue building and improving the systems. But if you don't hire someone, all right, and you just try to enhance your system and assign more clients, you're going to max out your time, and you're not going to have enough time to work on any systems or hire anybody or train anybody. And you're going to basically fall into this terrible black hole that a lot of agency owners fall into, which is the trap of over committing and basically taking on too many deliverables, too many clients. They have too much stuff to do. They didn't hire and train someone fast enough. Okay. And I fell victim to that. I was managing at one point $35,000 per month. It was like 15, maybe 17 clients. It was a nightmare. That's all I'm going to say. It was like not in the highest and best interest for our clients for me to do that. I was just constantly thinking, okay, one day I'm going to get the system good enough. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And then, a new client would come in and they would say, look, I'd love to start with you. And I couldn't say no. I mean, it's like $3,000 a month. I was thinking, this is great. I'll just sign this client. I'll keep getting the system built. The system will get efficient. It'll get more efficient. And I just never got there. And that's when I realized, look, I can't there's no way I'm going to be able to get this agency to like $100,000 per month by myself, or let alone with just 1 to 2 people. We have 14 people, maybe 15 people, and we do $115,000 per month. So you can do the math on that if you try to break it down in terms of revenue per employee. Granted, some are onshore, some are offshore. I've talked about that before. But look, if you're a systems builder, don't forget about how important people are, and realize that if it's a new system that you're building, especially for like a entirely new service, which is the reason why I made this video, is because I had a great conversation with a systems thinker builder in our company. Don't forget about people, and realize that the throughput of the machine, in my opinion, people are so essential, and they will drastically, in the most easiest way, increase the throughput of the machine. So that's it. I hope this wasn't too abstract, too vague, too general. I tried to come up with an example of the agency that's doing $20,000 a month, where it's just you and a virtual assistant. There's many other examples that this could be applied to, but in general, if you're trying to get to the next level, there's really two things to think about. It's systems and people. And don't freaking forget about people, because in the agency, in my opinion, people trumps systems. If you already have a basic system, people trumps advanced systems. Let's put it that way. If you have a basic system to an intermediate system, I mean, great at that point. And if you have no people at that point, you need to just go straight to people. All right. Don't keep trying to make this system 10x better. You need to get someone in your team. And ideally, it's someone who's not a systems builder or systems thinker like you. Ideally, it's somebody who's the complete opposite of you. I'm a systems builder. My partner, Destiny, she's the complete opposite. She's like an influencer type person that is highly personable, makes friends very easily, and she's amazing. And because of that, she's very good at making connections, signing clients, bringing in big deals to the agency, and creating a absolute shit ton of chaos, which I get to deal with and try to manage and make sure that the chaos doesn't destroy us and put us out of business. So much love, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this late night Friday night rant. 7:16 p.m. January 8th is going to come out to you right about now, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow's video. Much love. I'll see you guys soon. Ciao. Oh yeah, hit the subscribe button. That's the only thing I do these videos for. Hopefully this was valuable. The like button also helps to the algorithm. And yeah, see you next video. Ciao.